today would be a combination of best practices adopted by clubs, not only in the Philippines, but worldwide, which I feel should be shared with you, so that when you return to your respective clubs, you might find some value in implementing these practices.
I think his machine is making China.
Anyway, I'm supposed to have 11 best practices, but it seems best practice number 1 got lost. But the first thing that I would like to point out is that if our problem normally is that it's very easy to recruit members, but then the difficulty starts when the new member gets into the club, how we can retain these members. So the best practice, number 1, is that retention start at the induction of the new member. I think that's what I would like to point out. Give the new member proper orientation about your club, proper information on the programs and activities of Rotary International and of the Rotary Foundation. Second would be to give importance, because normally we invite them to come to our meetings, and first impression counts. So let's give importance to the first visit of our prospective members to our club. Make sure that you have an interesting program, which they would not regret having attended that meeting. And to give importance by giving a good introduction to the visitor. And then when he or she indicates interest in learning more about your club, then invite the prospective member to another Rotary Club meeting or to a service project. Best practice number 3 is to make the induction of the new member a memorable occasion. In my case, it was very memorable. I got inducted in November 1981 during the governor's visit to our club. And I was the only one who was not dressed for the occasion, because I was invited by a good friend to come to an occasion, and then they called my name, so I was there in front, and they asked me to raise my right hand. And everybody was dressed in, Filipino barong, and I was not even in proper attire at the time because it was raining and I was just wearing a windbreaker. So that's it. You have to invite the family of the new member to attend, especially the spouses and the children, so that they will know what Rotary is, to get them exposed to our organization. And then give the new member a token that would make him or her remember having been inducted during the day, and of course the standard Rotary pins and other information that we normally give to a new member. Fourth is continuous Rotary education is needed. As I've said, when I joined Rotary in 1981, I did not even know I was joining a Rotary club. The main reason why I stayed was that because we had a good team of trainers. The beer side chats proved to be very successful. Not bar side chats in the US. In our case, we call it beer side chats. So the education should be continuous. Invite good Rotary speakers, interesting programs, provide reading materials, teach our members how to use the website. And of course, if you have a Rotary Academy run by the district, then invite these new members to attend the Rotary Academy. Fifth would be continuous, relevant programs, because I firmly believe that we have to inspire our new members to stay and to remain in the clubs. And at the same time, we have to re-energize our old members. Because we could not continue doing the same thing all the time. Because if we insist, if the club leaders insist on doing things, the same thing all the time, eventually our members will just disappear. Especially if they don't find it very relevant or it suits their respective advocacies. Mentoring of new members is also very important. So the mentor should personally know the preference of the new member. The mentor should also encourage participation and involvement in their advocacies. And what is very important is that we should make the new members feel at home in the club. I know that in some clubs, normally the senior members, they occupy a special section in the meeting place. And it's very difficult for and normally if the new member is not properly guided and make a mistake of sitting in that area, then sometimes it would create some problems. So with a mentor beside going or supervising this new member and introducing this new member to the senior members of the club, then I think that problem will be eliminated. Then as Ray pointed out earlier, make the new members proud of the club. So they must know what your club is known for. You must also be informed about what your district is doing, and it should allow involvement in projects where their talents are fully utilized. Best practice number 8 is, as I said, do what you say and say what you do. We normally invite our new members and we tell them about the good things about Rotary. But when they join Rotary, normally they are not there for service, right? Especially the younger generation. They are not there to serve immediately, but they are there first. They know that your club is composed of the most prestigious business and community leaders, and they would like to be associated with these community leaders. They would like to be associated with you, and they would like to network with you. When Paul Harris organized the first Rotary Club, it was not for service. It was more for fellowship. It was more for networking. Community service came afterwards. So we have to show to these new members that Rotary offers them a lot of opportunities where we can utilize their time, money, and resources well in community service, fellowship and networking, international service, and of course, the benefits of the family of Rotary. Number 9 would be always show recognition and gratitude. We are in Rotary because we want to serve, yes. But we should not forget always to acknowledge the good work that our members are doing. So if a new member did his or her assignment very well, he or she should be properly acknowledged, especially, and properly acknowledged during the club meeting. Also, in the club bulletin, if you don't have the time to do it personally, then you can always send an SMS or an email to say thank you. And of course, inform the district governor so that the achievement of the new members could be broadcasted into the district e-group or in the governor's monthly letter. I think this is one thing that we have to emphasize always. It is not just all service in Rotary. We are here to enjoy Rotary. Fun and fellowship is a very important ingredient in the retention of our members. So have fun in Rotary, because I firmly believe that our members will be more motivated if they enjoy our company and if they enjoy the work that we are doing. And the activities should be engaging, relevant, productive, enjoyable, and family-oriented. And last is train them to become future leaders. Because normally this is now a problem of most clubs. We have instances now of clubs, I don't know if this is true in other areas, but in the Philippines, there could be presidents serving for 2 years, 3 years, because they fail to develop future leaders. So we should develop the potential of our new members so that they will eventually become leaders of our club and of our district. So membership development has 3 basic components. Recruitment is one of the major components. So I just would like to summarize by saying we should recruit qualified men and women. They should be morally upright. Also very important, financially capable. Because in some areas, especially here in Asia, some of our clubs, it's just getting the numbers. They're not very frank with the recruits that there are financial obligations. Although it's not so much, but there are financial obligations in Rotary. And we should always focus on quality growth, or as what we call it, quality in quantity, or quantity in quality. Get our younger members, because that is what we get, the younger generation, invite the younger generations and the Rotary alumni to be interested to join our club and ensure that they will remain in our club. For retention, we have to give them, as I said, proper welcome, provide solid orientation on Rotary, explain the responsibilities, but more importantly, the benefits that they will get in joining Rotary, and encourage immediate participation in club projects and service opportunities, and lastly, and more importantly, make them feel being part of the club culture, because I know every club is unique. You have your respective club culture, so when they join Rotary, make sure that they are properly assimilated into the clubs. If not, we will have a problem in retention. Thank you for your kind attention.